The first question is that there is a binary baseband digital system, and here we have a signal for transmission, and we need to find the output yt, which will be given by matched filter. So first of all, we know that the output will be a convolution of the impulse response and the signal. Now st, we know that we can plot it like this, where this is 1 by root of ts and this will be ts, because the given range is this. Now to calculate ht, we know this relation, okay, and because the signal is real, so conjugate doesn't matter. Now my st is this. So s of minus t will be reverse of it, and s of minus t ts. This means I have to shift towards right by ts. So I have plotted my s minus t is equal to ts, which is equivalent to this only, and this is equivalent to ht, so ht is here. Now we will convolute these two signals, which will result in formation of a triangle which will start from 0 and end at 2ts, and the peak will be at energy of the signal. So we have to calculate this. Energy of the signal will be, so the energy of the signal will be calculated as 0 to ts s square t dt, and 0 to ts s square is nothing but 1 by root ts, and we will square it, and this will become 1 by ts dt. So the answer is 1. So the peak is at 1. In the next question, we can see that the input signal is this, and it is in terms of gt. gt is in terms of pt, and pt is in terms of step signal. So let us start constructing pt first. So pt is ut minus 1, which will be constructed as this. The next signal is convolution of pt, which is gt, okay. So convolution of two signals, the same signals, will give us a triangle which is from 0 to 2, and this will be the energy of the signal. So energy of the signal is 1 here, and the st, this input signal, is gt minus. Now we can solve this because this is a property, so it will be written as gt minus 2. It is a property of delta function. So gt and gt minus 2, which means there is a signal which is added with gt with an amplitude of minus 1. So my st can be plotted as gt and negative amplitude of gt minus 2. Now once I have obtained my signal st, I know that impulse response can be found very easily. Now the total time period here will be 4, as I can see, because after that there is no signal. So this can be written as 4 minus t, and conjugate can be removed because the signal is real. Now again, to plot this, I'll first plot s minus t, which will be just reverse of this. So if I flip it, this will be like this, and then I have to shift the signal by 4. So the signal will be this, and this will be my signal because it is shifted by 4, which is equal to h of t. Hence this is my impulse response. Now in this question, an input signal is given to me and I have to find peak amplitude. In many questions earlier also we have seen that peak amplitude was somewhat related to energy of the signal, but I will also prove it to you. Now I know that my impulse response can be written as s of t minus t, and if I take the Fourier, then I can integrate it from 0 to t, st minus t, and multiply it with 2 pi ft dt. Further solving this, if I take t minus t as tau, so putting this value here and putting this value here, t will be replaced by t minus tau. So s tau e minus j 2 pi f t minus tau, and d tau has been solved. And further, if I open this term, if I multiply it inside this bracket, so it can be opened as s tau e minus j 2 pi f tau, and e 2 pi f t is actually constant, and so hence I can take it out of the brackets. There was a mistake in the sign here, so this is plus and this is minus. After this, I have assigned the value to this integral as s conjugate f, and so I have simplified the equation as this. Now I have calculated this expression. Now I move to y of t, which will be given by st convolved with ht. Ht is the impulse response. This is input signal. And now I take the Fourier series. So this will become sf into capital H into f. Now this I know is nothing but hf can be written in terms of sf. And so I'm using this relation and writing it. Now this will be my mod. So st and s star t, they are, when multiplied, they become the magnitude. Okay, and this is written as it was. So I have obtained yf, and now I want to obtain inverse Fourier. So to do that, I have multiplied the signal with this value and have integrated from minus infinity to infinity. Now because I am doing sampling at t is equal to capital T, so I can put the value in yt, and this will give me value of y capital T as minus infinity to infinity sf modulus square df, which is nothing but the energy of the signal. We have a sinusoidal signal, so we know that power is equal to amplitude square by 2. So the energy will become amplitude square by 2 into the total time the signal was present. So amplitude square will be 100 divided by 2. Total time it was 10 to minus 4. So this becomes your 5 milliwatt. So in this question, we have been given energy per bit of the binary digital signal, which is this, and we have been given noise, power spectral density, PSD of the noise. So we know that signal to noise ratio, which is SNR, is having the maximum value as 2 ES upon N naught, and in case ES will become 10 to the power minus 5 and N naught is 10 to the power minus 6. Regarding power spectral density, so if this is your system with an impulse response of ht, and you have a input as noise, suppose, and the output is your y and t, then your y and f in frequency domain, if squared, then this is the power spectral density, and we can right now, because of this diagram, term it as power spectral density of output, and power spectral density of input will become NF square, because we were sending NT and we have to take its Fourier transform NF, and then we have to square it.